it and you're like, wow, I love it. So for me, this is that. This is the brand bareMinerals. They make obviously tons of things. For most of you, the most famous one is their foundation. For many of you, you collect all of their eyeshadow colors. But for me, your Bisque, which started as kind of like an eyeshadow, but then people started using it as a concealer. Then others wrote in and said, I like to use it as a highlighter. So now it's just a full face, does everything.
Coverage.
This Bisque
galore.
Is my favorite #1 thing you do. And I use it chiefly as a concealer, but I also use it as eyeshadow base. This is the final month that you are gonna see it on air, and let me explain what that means. Because it's only on air twice a year.
2 times.
This is the biggest size they make of it. It is 3 times the original size. However, not 3 times the original price. All of this is $54 worth, because each one of these are 18. You're getting the same amount for $28, which is another example of basically a half price story. But because you only do this size and that value twice a year.
And this is the debut for this season.
This is it.
So stock up.
Stock up, and then when it's done and November's over, it's over. We've already sold, I will tell you, 300,000 in years past, in airings past. It is here now. And it also, of course, is an Allure Reader's Choice Award. We're going to do a shade chart, just so people know how to pick their shade.
It's very easy. So there's 5 choices. Original, you can see if you're porcelain to light skin, go there. Summer Bisque, if you are light to medium with golden tones, go there. That's, I think, what you wear, Sean, summer. Honey Bisque is getting into tan complexions. Dark Bisque, medium women of color. And then Deep Bisque is our richest shade.
Dark and deep are the most limited. May I also recommend, because we only do the jumbo size twice a year, which is a huge savings.
That's right.
Because it's 3 times the original size at really only about 2 times the price.
It's crazy value.
Would you please consider doing buy more and save and picking up more than one? This is a perfect moment to hoard and not be judged
and
for
hoarding is good.
Buy more and save, $3 off.
When you find a concealer you love,
you
and when
have
you
to hoard
find something that is going to cover all the imperfections, so whether you just have, you know, a lot of us have different things: broken capillaries, under eye circles, blemishes, pigmentation, uneven skin tone, eyeshadow,
highlighter.
We all get veins, uneven skin tone on the lid of the eye. That's how this started.
Yeah.
People started using this as a concealer because it looks like a powder, it applies like a cream, SPF 20 built in there naturally, and it's crushed pure minerals. There's nothing in it to irritate. There's literally nothing in it.
You can fall asleep in it and not be freaked out that you fell asleep in makeup. And as we walk over to the girls, I will just say, because it has this beautiful powered by Mother Nature story, it feels like nothing on your skin. It is a powder that doesn't even feel cakey and dry. It just dissolves into your skin. So it's not that goopy concealer that I struggled with, that my eyeliner and mascara would bleed onto.
It's horrible. Yes.
It would crease, it would get greasy and
then
goopy.
you have raccoon eye all day.
You can't do that.
You look in the mirror like, what's going on?
Life's
Not
too short.
With this. So Chantal has this on one side of her face first, and she is wearing this all over for coverage. So a lot of people like it as a foundation. So look how beautiful it is. It gives a beautiful luminosity, and that's all she has on her skin. So obviously you're gonna put some blush, some bronzer on there to complete your look. But what she has is the look of perfected skin. Now look at what she's covering, because here, just like the rest of us, these girls are gorgeous, but they do have redness, imperfections. So I'm going to start blending this, and I'm using a larger concealer brush here because I'm covering all of this redness right here along her cheekbone, along her jawline. And Sean, when this buffs onto this skin, because it's minerals, it's so creamy and it adds a luminosity. It starts to work with the warmth of your skin, and that's the look of bareMinerals, is when it becomes flawless, beautiful skin, and you can't detect where your concealer starts and your skin. I mean, you can't.
It's not makeup.
You just,
it's not makeup.
It's not. I mean, we were the first to truly say and can say makeup that acts like skincare.
It's the most, I think, personal opinion, brilliant product that they make. And let me just share with you on a buy more and save, because there's no auto delivery, because we only do the 3 times the original size twice a year. It is a perfect opportunity to save and pick up multiples. It is wildly shelf stable, so this is easily an opportunity to do that and just keep it in the shelf until you use it. We're going to show you the before and after of Chantal, who's wearing the color that I wear. It's Summer Bisque. We will show you the shade chart again.
Look at that. I mean, look at that coverage. And it looks like skin. It's not heavy. It's not thick. And I love that it doesn't cake on.
Doesn't feel yucky.
And you can pre or post conceal. So she's putting this on. Maybe she wants to throw some foundation on top of this. Absolutely.
But I can't believe you can use it as foundation. I mean, I can because I knew that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's such a cool thing too.
If this is a perfect match to your skin tone, feel free. But a lot of people pre-conceal with this, any areas they have concerns with, then you can post-conceal too. So if you want to do a little bit more concealing after your foundation, you can do that too.
All right, so a reminder of shades. We're going to take a phone call from Linda in Illinois in a second. I wear the Summer Bisque, but we're going to start with Original. Who's that for?
Original porcelain to light skin. You're going to see that on Pam next. Summer Bisque is what you are in, and that is what you just saw on Chantal. Honey Bisque you'll see coming up on Hendrika. Dark Bisque, medium women of color, and then Deep Bisque is our richest shade.
Again, 2 times a year we do this. March was then and now. So we had March, it ended, it went away. It does not keep living on QVC.com. Now we're into November. This is the first airing in November. When November's over, it goes away. And so I know Pam is in the Original.
Yes.
And I want to encourage you too. The brush does not come with it. You're going to want to go on QVC.com and either purchase the concealer brush, which is what I own and use it for, because that's largely what I use for under eye and my eyeshadow. But if you want to make it double as a foundation, what brush is this?
This is the Max Coverage Concealer
Max
brush.
Coverage Concealer.
Or just any, you can use just a regular foundation brush too if you're trying to cover larger areas.
Swirl Tap Buff.
Yep,
Okay.
Swirl Tap Buff.
Okay, so Pam.
She's going to apply for us. So she left some redness open here. So she's done, and she's an Original all over.
Flawless.
I mean, it's you would think she had flawless skin if you saw this side of her face, but look how quick. Oh, thank you for doing that. You can see how you could see it.
Not great.
And now she's blending it through. That's the dream of bareMinerals right there. It melts into the skin. The creamy minerals are on the skin. It's not drying. There's no talc. And she has the SPF 20 built in there naturally.
1,500 ordered. The QVC price is $28 for what is 3 times the original size that costs $18 each. This is a $54 value that you're getting for $28. That's virtually half price. So a lot of you are considering picking up more than one.
You did your eyes.
Just going to share with you as well. Pam's going to show you the before and after of just the original shade. She can use this as a under eye concealer, a eyeshadow base, a highlighter, a foundation, a spot corrector, and it's all the delivery system
body concealer
of a powder.
I know people use these if some people get like breakouts on their backs, their arms, or just have uneven skin tone. I have redness on the back of my arms. I can buff this all over there.
Here's the shade chart again, and now's a good time to take Linda. Linda in Illinois, welcome on in. You are a guest tonight on the show we call Tuesday Night Beauty. How are you?
Good, good.
Are you a user of Bisque, or are you just going to discover it for the first time? What's up?
Oh, no, I'm a user of Bisque. I'm a user of bareMinerals. I had watched it on QVC a long time before I thought, oh, can that really work? It's powder, and stuff. I'm thinking, but then I started using it, and it's like, it just feels so good. It feels like you don't have anything on at all. And yet you do get the coverage, and I just love it.
Love it.
You get the
Love
coverage
it.
you want. That's the key.
It's great. Now, do you use it mostly as a concealer?
Yes, mostly as a concealer.
Have you ever used it as an eyeshadow base?
Yes, I use it as the eyeshadow base, too. Yep. And then I've got the little, like capillaries broken by your nose. And I always use it for that, and that really covers well.
It's great stuff.
Any redness, uneven skin tone. I mean, it really covers anything. And we all have those little things that we want to cover.
Yep.
We want to, we don't want to detect them. And that is what it's going to do. So no matter what it is, it's going to cover it for you.
Yep.
Linda, what shade do you wear?
Summer Bisque.
Summer.
Me too.
Summer is
Linda, we
very
should
popular.
have drinks sometime.
You guys should get together and conceal.
Thing. Like this, I feel this bond. All right, listen, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, a blessed holiday season, and we're just very, very, very thankful that you came tonight and shared your story with us.
All right. Well, you all have a good, happy holidays also.
Thank
too.
you. We
Me
will.
too. Bye.
Bye, Linda.
Good night.
So
Bye-bye.
over 2,500 of these ordered. I'm just going to share with you, this is Hendrika. Hendrika is in the honey bisque.
She is in the honey, and Hendrika, she also could mix a little bit of Summer Bisque in that, but you can see that's all she has on. And look how smooth and gorgeous her skin looks.
And again, she used it as foundation.
Yeah,
that is stunning.
She used it as foundation. She has a lot of uneven skin tone, as you can see in the before, and then this the coverage is ridiculous.
You know,
She's like, right? And Chandrika's newer to using this product, and she's like, wait, it worked as a foundation. Today's the
I
first time.
actually, so maybe this is the wrong thing to say or do, but when I recommend people try bareMinerals, I know your foundation is the most famous.
But this is what you steer them towards.
This is actually where I steer them
That's okay,
towards.
Shawn.
This is why, because not only do I love this product and I swear by it and I use it every day, but I think this is a really great entry-level way to get into the brand.
You're right.
Because it's a concealer that also doubles as a foundation, that also doubles as an eyeshadow. It's like the great multitasker, but still has the guts of what the brand is famous
You're
for.
right.
Mother Nature crushed minerals. Feels flawless on the skin. It's not wearing makeup. You can fall asleep in it. You won't break out. It's not crazy heavy or thick or oppressive on the skin, and yet the coverage has beautiful payoff. Has SPF 20, which is huge.
Yeah, because you want extra SPF on breakouts, any uneven skin tone, because you don't want extra sun damage in those
eye
areas.
area.
That delicate eye area, and you can work this with any brush really, and just go in, and if you want to layer the way you do with bareMinerals, you can layer, and it's never going to look cakey. The more you buff and blend, the smoother it's going to look, and the more natural it's going to look.
It's a beautiful product.
It's an icon in the line, really. And like you said, we're known for our foundation, but this came close behind, and this was selling 10-to-1 over other eyeshadows. That's why it was called Bisque, is because it was the color of bisque, like the soup. And then people were saying, we said, why is this selling so much? Well, guess what? People found they got amazing coverage from this product. So then we extended the line into the 5 shades, and now it's a top concealer in your beauty bags.
We have 3,000, I think 500 about. Ordered now. I'm just going to walk over here real quick, but I'm not going to stay here. I'm just going to come back. Don't worry. Don't fret. Here are the shades. Would you walk us through the shades?
Original is what you saw Pam in, porcelain to light skin. Summer is what you just saw Chantal in. That's also what you wear, Shawn. Honey Bisque is what you saw Hendrika in. Dark Bisque, medium women of color, and then deep is our richest tone.
And lastly, I just want to end with, you know, if you don't use bareMinerals foundation or any other color cosmetic from them, that's fine.
You can, yes.
Like, you can use this on its own. This is the #1 thing I love from their line. It's pretty much the only thing I use. It's fine. I just want to be clear, though.
Perfect concealer.
This is normally the size it comes in, right? So normally that's small, normally that size, normally pretty much about that. Yep.
Which is great.
Right there. And then right there is what we're doing now. This we do twice a year, and that's it, because it's so big, and yet the value's so great, we can't keep doing it.
I'm happy to bring it twice a year. I love Bisque, Bucket of Bisque Day.
Bucket of Bisque. Bucket of Bisque. I forgot that's what we call
November
it.
18th is Bucket of Bisque
November 18th is Bucket of Bisque Day.
Thanks, Shawn.
Thank you. So.